sir, you okay? Hello sir, you okay? Can you tell me your name please? Why can't you tell me your name? Okay, is there a reason why you're
You filming me?
Is there a reason why you're
filming? Are you filming me?
Yeah, I am, sir.
Yeah, well, tell me that you're filming me. Yeah. Introduce yourself properly.
Okay.
Go on then.
No, I'm just wondering why
Introduce yourself properly.
You gonna listen to me?
No, I'm not. Unless you introduce yourself
so
properly.
you're detained. Okay. For a stop search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Okay.
You're joking. What? You must be joking.
My name's PC Harris.
Hold on. What information have you got to call me a terrorist?
So this is the legal bit.
What information you got to call me a terrorist? What information have you got to call me a terrorist?
I can't explain it until if you overtalk me. Okay.
Go on then.
If you let me talk,
I'll overtalk you anyway. Well, go on then.
You, okay?
Go on then, just
that's
explain.
The legal stuff I need to get out.
Go on then, get the legal stuff out of the way.
As I am searching you.
Go on then.
So, Section 43, Terrorism Act.
Who are you?
As I said, I'm PC Daniel Harris from Colindale Police Station.
It's truly startling how fast the officer moves to detain the auditor. He doesn't even take a moment to introduce himself properly or ask any meaningful questions to figure out what's going on. Instead, he goes straight to, "You're detained for a stop and search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act." This immediate jump to detention is a huge red flag and shows a complete disregard for standard police procedure. It feels like the officer had his mind made up from the very start, which points to a biased judgment call, not a professional investigation. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act is a serious tool that requires an officer to have a reasonable suspicion that a person is connected to terrorist activity. Just being in a public place and filming a building before an event doesn't come anywhere close to that legal requirement. A professional officer would have started by gathering some basic facts, explaining why he was there, and then determining if there was any genuine cause for concern.
The reason I'm searching you, the reason I'm going to search you, is because we've been called here by people in security. You're filming a significant parade today for the Metropolitan Police Service.
It's a public parade.
You're also filming buildings.
Is it a public parade?
You're also filming buildings.
It's a public parade, yeah? And I'm on a public pavement, yeah?
Security cameras and gates.
Okay, I'm on a public pavement as well.
So for that reason,
Can't you film in public?
Sorry?
Can you film in public?
Yeah, you can film in public.
Cheers. Well, that's what I'm doing.
However, you are...
And you didn't come and ask me anything. You just come up to me and detain me under a terrorist act. But you haven't... No, but you're supposed to question me and ask me why I'm here. So you're just going to... Just because... Well... Filming in public is not a crime.
I've told you why.
Filming in public is not a crime.
I'm going to search you now, sir.
Go on then.
Okay, you are entitled.
Right. No. I'm going to put it down.
I'll put it down on the floor there, sir.
A core part of responsible police work is talking to people, figuring out the situation, and collecting information before deciding to detain someone. In this interaction, the officer completely bypassed the most important part: communication. If he had simply walked up, asked a few friendly questions, and actually listened to the auditor's answers, the whole thing could have been cleared up without things getting so intense. This detain first, ask questions later attitude isn't just unprofessional, it's a risky way to police. The whole point of Section 43 of the Terrorism Act is to stop real security threats, not to give officers a free pass to detain anyone they see filming in a public space.
Can I pick up my camera?
Of course you can, sir.
So go on then, say that again.
I'm alright, thank you. You're not going to listen to me anyway.
Oh, no, I've got you on camera now. Now I can
I've been
rewind
on camera
it.
the whole time. You've had it down there.
Now I can rewind it again. Yeah, so...
I can't remember that, sir.
Oh, you can't? Yeah?
No.
Oh, that's bad being a police officer. So when you go to court and the judge asks you for stuff, you'll turn around and say, oh, I can't remember, seconds after trying to give it all the big one. You must be a really corrupt police officer. You can't remember 2 seconds after saying something, yeah? Is that what you are as a police officer? You are a joker. Do you agree with me or don't you agree with me?
I'm just coming to assist.
No, well, I'm just asking you a question, whether you're assisting or not. You're here.
Come out later.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You heard what he said. You've been standing there, and he said that he stopped me under. No, you just heard what he said just then.
I heard
Come on.
43 of the terrorism.
No, you heard him say that they've said that I've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that a crime? Being here before filming? Do you think I should be stopped under Section 43?
I don't know why he stopped you under Section 43.
Okay.
You'll have to ask him.
Oh, well, he's not making much sense because he's already illegally detained me.
If this stop was actually about a credible terror threat, the second officer would have been able to clearly state the reasons for it. But he couldn't, and his hesitation says it all. The fact that even his own partner seems unsure of the justification shows how weak the grounds for the detention were. This reveals that the first officer was acting on a whim, not on solid information. When a genuine threat is present, every officer on the scene knows exactly why they are taking action. The second officer's reluctance to back up his partner's decision strongly suggests that the stop was more about one officer throwing his weight around than about following the law. It's a perfect illustration of an officer making a rash choice without thinking it through or getting on the same page with his team.
Why ain't your number on full display?
Sorry?
His number's not on full display.
Yes, it is on full display. You can see
Have a
his
look.
number on
Have a
his
look.
shoulder.
Have a look.
I can see it right now.
No, you can't.
3620.
No, that's because you know him.
It's right there.
Yeah. Well, I'm not looking there, am I? I'm not looking there. I'm looking here. I'm looking here.
Don't
Look.
get too close, please.
Oh, don't get too close. Why not?
Because
You
it's
was
my
close and
business.
personal.
I'm just trying to write this out.
I'm
Threatening?
writing you a letter
I've got a camera. Is that a threatening thing?
You don't know what
Well, I'm
looks
telling
threatening
you,
to
I
different
am not
people.
threatening anybody.
Okay, right.
Okay?
You've got it written down on a piece of paper.
But I'm telling you, I cannot see it.
Okay, well maybe you should get some glasses then.
Oh, you're being discriminative
So
now.
I've got a couple of,
Are you being discriminative?
sir,
What are you being discriminative?
I've got
But I should
some
get some glasses. No,
hesitation.
don't tell me I should get glasses.
Just pay
Don't- oh my
attention.
God,
He's
me
written your
either.
slip now.
Don't start getting ignorant.
An officer's shoulder number is there for a very important reason: public accountability. It needs to be visible so people can identify an officer if they believe their rights are being ignored. When the auditor points out that he can't see the female officer's number, she doesn't try to fix the problem. Instead, she chooses to make a joke at his expense. The auditor was just detained using a serious anti-terror law, and rather than acting with a bit of decency, the female officer resorts to smart-aleck remarks and brushes off his valid concern. When a citizen feels they've been treated unfairly, they deserve to be met with professionalism and respect, not with sarcasm. This wasn't just a simple mistake on her part. It shows a mindset that has no place in modern policing.
You illegally touched me up, yeah, which I totally feel degraded.
If you want to argue about it after, I'm not going to argue
There's
about
no
what
argument.
I've written or
There isn't
anything.
an
You're
argument.
going to try and catch me out, whatever.
No, there's no argument.
You're free to walk around here, as I said, in the public. So if you want to film the
So
parade,
why wasn't that said?
I'm happy now who you are. There's nothing that we need to be unhappy with, or the security team are unhappy with.
You
anything
know
like
you messed up, don't you? I mean, 43.
I haven't messed up,
Come
sir.
on, 43.
I haven't messed up.
That is ridiculous. That's so ridiculous.
You might think so.
It is.
But
How many terrorists have you actually caught walking around covertly filming? By the way, yeah, in its very nature,
It's a
in its very
significant building
nature,
on a significant
right?
day, sir.
Hostile reconnaissance under Section 43 is overt filming. Yeah, and I'm covertly filming. I've got my camera out. I'm in a public place. That should have been the last section that you come and try to detain
in this
me.
position, okay? If you were one of the security guards there protecting this parade today,
Yeah.
okay, what would you do?
I'd have to observe. I'd have to sit there and then
Okay, I
look.
think that's
You
what they've
can't.
done.
No,
Obviously,
they
my
haven't
colleague's
done
gonna
it.
speak to them.
I haven't been over
I
there.
haven't been here,
But I haven't
so
been
I
over there. I haven't acknowledged them at all.
When the auditor challenges the officer about the weak reason for the stop, the officer tries to pass the buck, asking, "If you were the security, what would you do?" This is a dead giveaway that the officer didn't make his own judgment call. He was just acting on a concern raised by a third party. A security guard feeling nervous about someone filming is one thing, but that alone is not enough to create a reasonable suspicion of terrorism. This is where a police officer's training and independent thinking are supposed to kick in. The job of the police isn't to be a security guard's enforcer. It's to look at the facts of the situation for themselves. The security team might not like someone filming, but their feelings don't meet the legal standard for detention under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. The officer's inability to tell the difference between a security guard's worry and an actual terror threat points to a lack of proper training and critical thinking skills.
I've been here about a minute and you came a minute after. I didn't go over there. They didn't see what I was doing. They saw me filming, which I'm lawfully able to film, yeah, legally. So they shouldn't be doing anything.
As I said to you,
Security isn't there to get people detained under Section 43.
As I said, you are perfectly right in saying you can film, and that's not a problem.
Yeah,
It's not
so
a
that's what
problem.
they should have been told. Why have you come and you've literally come, as I've said, you've defiled me, you've searched me, you searched under me groin and everything like that, yeah?
Search the belt line, sir.
Well, Did you search my legs?
Yeah, I did search
Well,
your
that's
legs.
under me groin.
Okay.
Anyway, right? And I feel humiliated about that because
Well,
I've done
I apologise
nothing
if
wrong.
you feel humiliated. I don't want to make you feel humiliated. And if I did do that, no, I apologise. As I say, if you wish to complain,
No, but by detaining
I've
me,
given you all the reference numbers that you need. As I say, the full form is going to be completed as soon as I get back to the police station. So if you want to complain about it, by all means do.
it's literally coming up to me. And although you might said that I was being evasive or whatever the word you
Evasive,
used,
sir.
evasive, yeah, right. Do I have to answer any of your questions?
Sorry?
Do I have to answer any of your questions?
You don't have to. It's your
Okay,
opinion.
okay,
It's
no,
the
but-
same with the name and address, sir. You haven't given me your name and
But I
address.
don't have to.
That's fine.
No, but
and I haven't questioned
By
you about
law,
that.
do I have to?
But I haven't
No,
questioned
but I'm
you about
asking
that,
you,
have I?
by law,
know,
do I have to
haven't-
answer you?
You've not given me your name and address, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. I will still.
So
put
why
on the
didn't you
form
just continue it
regardless.
that way?
So-
You shouldn't be doing this, or you
because-
can be doing this. I mean, I'm legally, lawfully able to film, yeah? Regardless if I want to answer you or not. That's
as I
my
said,
prerogative.
you
This
can.
is England.
Yeah, as I said, you can film. I've got no issue.
Yeah, but that's what you should have come along in the very beginning. I should not have been detained. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You've come along, right, with the simple fact of detaining me under Section 43.
No, there's more
yeah,
than that,
because,
sir.
well, how long did you take to try to
I need-
establish whether Section 43 was...
How long would you need?
Well, more than what you done. You was there for about a minute, if that, trying to get me to say something.
I was asking you questions.
And then I asked you if you're
were
filming
here,
me,
what
right?
your name
And then
was,
and then
what's your
you should have been. Yeah, but
intentions. I was asking you several questions.
what's my name was and what's my intentions?
Yeah, and why
but
you
do I
were
have to
here.
do I have to tell you that?
When the auditor confronts him directly, saying that he came over with the sole intention of detaining him under Section 43 and asking how long it took to reach that conclusion, the officer gets defensive. Instead of providing a proper explanation, he snaps back, "How long would you need?" This response isn't just rude, it's very telling. It confirms that the officer spent zero time thinking about the circumstances, collecting information, or actually weighing the facts. To legally detain someone under Section 43, an officer needs more than just a gut feeling or the fact that someone didn't give their name right away. The officer's comeback also demonstrates his poor professional conduct and refusal to be held accountable. He tries to turn the question around on the auditor, as if detaining someone quickly is something to be proud of. This way of thinking is deeply concerning, as it shows how some officers treat detention as an automatic reaction instead of a carefully considered action.
Do I have to give you that
I
information?
was trying to find out why you were here, sir.
No, you was trying to oppress me, right?
Because
Because I'm doing it lawfully.
example, if
I'm
you'd
not
been
doing
a-
anything wrong. I didn't commit a criminal act.
For example, if you'd been a family member here today, they didn't have a ticket, for example, and you were here and you said, "Look, I'm a family member," blah, 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 then I.
But I'm not.
Right. Okay.
I'm a member of the public,
Yeah.
lawfully filming, which I can do.
Yes, and I've just
Well
said there's
then, so
nothing
why
wrong
would you
lawfully
come up
doing
to me and stop me under Section
it. As I say,
43?
I've explained on the slip.
I'm not a terrorist, never would be a terrorist.
Why I've done it, and I'm going to add some more to my electronic form, which I do back at the police
Apology, you're going to add an apology to that you shouldn't have stopped me under
can't,
Section 43?
No, because I
That you realised later on that,
it was a legitimate search.
Say that again?
I said it was a legitimate search, and I
Did you
believe it
have
was
any
a
credible
legal search.
information that I could
I
be
did
in the
have
tele?
credible- I did, sir.
What
So-
credible
I
information
can't
was
tell
that?
you everything, sir.
You've
because
got
it's
no
all-
credible information about me.
After being stopped under the Terrorism Act for no good reason, the auditor asks for an apology, as anyone would. The officer's reaction is to instantly shut down the request, claiming the search was completely justified. This flat-out refusal to even think about being wrong shows an unwillingness to accept any responsibility. Rather than taking a moment to consider if the detention was truly warranted, the officer just digs in his heels, seemingly worried that admitting a mistake would make him look weak. Furthermore, when the auditor pushes for details, asking, "What credible information was that?" the officer gives the classic non-answer, "I can't tell you everything." This is an obvious dodge, a well-known method used to avoid justifying a decision that was never based on anything solid to begin with. "I can't tell you everything" isn't just a vague statement. It's a clear signal that the officer either has no real reason or knows he acted too fast and won't admit it.
The only credible information you could have known about me is that I was out here filming. You wouldn't know me from Adam.
No, there's a little bit more than that. I can't go into it. As I say, if you wish to complain,
There's
you've got
no
everything you
more
need.
to it.
Anyway,
And
sir,
the security are
have a good
aware
day.
that you're filming. They'll
Stop
let
being
you-
discriminative and stop telling people to wear glasses.
Sir,
Right,
nice to meet
yeah.
you. Take care. Thank you.
This final exchange perfectly sums up how this entire encounter was just one bad decision after another. After all the aggressive behavior, the threats, and the flimsy excuses, the officers eventually have to give up, which proves the auditor had been in the right the whole time. The biggest failure was how the main officer rushed to detain the auditor under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act without doing any real investigation. He went from simply asking the auditor's name straight to detention, which is nowhere near enough to build a case for reasonable suspicion. This wasn't just an error. It was a clear abuse of anti-terror legislation to show authority instead of dealing with an actual threat. When the auditor called him out on his logic, the officer's evasive reply of "I can't tell you everything" just confirmed he had no good reason for the stop. Just as concerning was the attitude of the female officer. Her sarcastic and unhelpful comments just made a bad situation worse. When the auditor pointed out that he couldn't see her shoulder number, she made a rude comment about him needing glasses. That kind of behavior only creates more conflict instead of calming things down. It was as if the officers couldn't stand being questioned and fell back on childish behavior instead of acting like professionals. One of the most revealing parts of the interaction was when the second officer admitted he didn't know why his partner had used Section 43. If there was a real terror threat, everyone involved would have understood the reason for the stop. The lack of teamwork made it clear that this detention was driven by ego, not by the proper application of the LAW. In the end, the officers walking away and saying that security would let him film anyway just proved that the whole situation was botched from the very beginning. They were unwilling to admit they made a mistake and instead tried to save face with poor justifications. This encounter is a textbook example of how some officers, when put on the spot, will protect their pride before they protect the law. If they had just taken a moment to assess the situation, communicate with respect, and honor the auditor's rights, none of this would have happened. Instead, their unprofessionalism, flawed logic,